So here we are outside Stanimals Hostel in Glasgow, Virginia. 8 a.m. in the morning. We'll take a quick tour inside. Here's the nice kitchen area with laundry service. It's self-serve laundry service. And the dining room. Stocked fridge for Gatorade and soda. Good rehydration. And around the corner, oh, what do we have here? Two lowly hikers. There's Canuck. And I didn't get your, what's the name again? Believer. So these guys are doing a short hike and back here tonight. We didn't do much socializing other than an hour or so on the couch. No videos or anything. And bunk room B, this is where Canuck stayed. And the facilities with shower. And in here, bunk room A. This is where Believer stayed along with two other hikers. Top and bottom bunk. There's room for 6. There was only 4 of us. And there was my bunk. I'm all packed up, ready to go. My shuttle's at 9. The weather's going to be pretty decent. It looks like we're going to have mid to upper 40s today and some sunshine, and then 32 or 33 degrees tonight. It's supposed to be warm days and cold nights for the next 3 nights, hovering right around freezing. So I'll let you know how that goes. Thanks for following along, and we'll see you all soon. So I was a little late getting out of the hostel this morning. They had some car trouble. The front right wheel of the Trailblazer came off on the road. And they were lucky. They were only 15-minute walk from the hostel coming back. And I wasn't in the car. It was the group before me. They had dropped off and were returning. So that tied them up. So I didn't get out of there till a little after 9. Started hiking at 9:30 or so, and did about 4.5 or 5 miles to this beautiful shelter behind me, where I'm going to stop for lunch. And I've already set up the stove, so we'll do a little cooking here today. So I've kept it real simple. Everything's preloaded. We just got to boil the water, and we'll be off and running. So here we go. That's about a 3-minute process. We'll get the food package ready while we're waiting, and we won't forget to take out the oxygen absorbent pack. Not the tastiest thing. While we're waiting for the water to boil, I'll give you a little tour of this shelter. It's pretty unique. A post and beam shelter, and with a second floor, and so very, very pretty. So, yep, nicest shelter I've seen. It's I'd say there's room to sleep 30 in there, which of course I haven't seen 30 people. I've seen, I think, 5 people on the trail so far, going both directions included. And I just met a gentleman from Massachusetts, and he claims his trail name was Moxie. He was wearing a Moxie hat, and he claims that Moxie was first created in Lowell, Massachusetts. And so we didn't argue over that for very long. I let him think what he wanted. But it was kind of interesting. I took a picture of him for a friend back home. 2 other things. It was kind of rainy and cold yesterday, and the two best pieces of equipment that I have had so far is the hat and the jacket. So the hat was a gift from GW. I don't know what brand that is, but that was real handy yesterday in 41 degrees and rain. And the other thing was the jacket. And that outdoor research jacket was excellent yesterday. Kept me dry and warm with just a long sleeve t-shirt on. So very happy with those. And that was from AD. So thank you, GW and AD. So that's how long it takes to boil a cup of water to make lunch with. And that is the old process right there. So I'm in the habit of trying to eat a pretty big lunch to give me energy for the rest of the day. So, and here's kind of my favorite brand. It's got the most fat in it, so it tastes the best with 1,000 calories. So that's lunch. I'm gonna eat and head up the trail another 5 or 6 miles this afternoon and camp for the night. And look forward to, it's a little gray today and a little cool still, 50 degrees, and looking forward to a little warmer weather tomorrow. See you soon. So it's 10 a.m. on Easter, and I camped last night at Cornelius Creek. Got in there early, probably 5 o'clock, 4:30 or 5, and the forecast was for cold weather, so I didn't want to go any further. I wanted to get set up and get ready and have a nice dinner, and then ended up going to bed at 7, and it did get cold. It somewhere 30 to 32 degrees. And if you're from Scotland by chance, that would be 0 degrees for you. And then this morning got up, hiked about 3.5 or 4 miles, and it's been kind of uphill, and hiking up onto Apple Orchard Mountain, which you'll have to look that up, but it's somewhere 300, 400, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And so it's been fairly uphill this morning. The weather's nice, it's still cool, but it's a strong sunshine, so it was definitely a sunblock day. And I've had my hood up all morning, and I've actually got, you can see I've actually got my gloves on. And the breeze is blowing a little bit, and I got a couple layers, my hoodie and a t-shirt on over that, and that's kept me comfortable as long as I keep moving. If I stop, I get cool. Tonight we're supposed to have another 32 degree night, and in case you didn't catch it the first time, if you're from Scotland, that's about 0. So once we get up on top of Apple Orchard, there's a big FAA tower, radar tower, and you can see that when you're flying into Roanoke. I happened to be on the left side of the airplane, and we flew right by it at just below wingtip level as we were descending into Roanoke. So, all right, when we get on top, we'll have a look. little campsite. So, Apple Orchard Mountain, elevation 4225. It's not wilderness, but it's pretty cool. And I can see where the name came from. There's literally an apple orchard right there. It's a very cool arrangement. Yes, a little breezy. Well, so long, Apple Orchard Mountain. Time for the descent. It's Monday morning, and it was another cold night. The temperature probably 32 or 33 degrees. Stayed at kind of a cute little campsite with a water supply, and met these two nice ladies, Kay and Myung, and they're doing 100 miles.
74 miles.
74 miles, and straight through with no resupply. And Myung's pack weighs 50 pounds. So she's crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy.
And they're hiking about the same pace I am right now. So I guess I'll have to get a heavier pack. Maybe that'll help. So they're a lot of fun, and we had a good laugh. We ended up spending the last 2 nights at the same site. So I expect that we'll see them again. I might even catch up to them tomorrow night after I run in town and get some food. So
Did you show the 50 pounds of my backpack?
there it is, right over there. So, all right, see you in a while.